In a presidency made up of days full of so many headlines, on this day there was just one. It came after the arrival of Israel's Prime Minister to a White House decked out. And a West Wing greeting between two men whose personal relationship has been on, off and back on again. They went inside for private talks, and then came the news conference and this.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
The reaction from the gathered audience reflected the enormity of what he'd just said.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too.
He had just announced the takeover of Gaza, owning it, occupying it. It wasn't clear, and it certainly wasn't expected.
You are talking tonight about the United States taking over a sovereign territory. What authority would allow you to do that? Are you talking about a permanent occupation there? Redevelopment?
I do see a long-term ownership position, and I see it bringing great stability to that part of the Middle East and maybe the entire Middle East. And everybody I've spoken to, this was not a decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land, developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent.
It's not clear who he had spoken to, but even Sky sources close to the top of the Israeli government did not know about the idea. And despite trails of other plans for Gaza, this one came from nowhere.
And I don't want to be cute, I don't want to be a wise guy, but the Riviera of the Middle East, this could be something that could be so this could be so magnificent.
Perhaps tellingly, Netanyahu did not pass particular judgment on the idea, but it certainly will help him with his own hardliners, who he needs if he's to hold on as Prime Minister. Well, that truly was a remarkable moment. Just the phrase that America will take ownership of the Gaza Strip. Everyone here is trying to absorb quite what he means. And of course, so many questions. Is his occupation of this to involve US troops? How would Hamas respond to that? And how would the Palestinian people feel? The US history of occupation in the Middle East through Afghanistan and Iraq haunts America. Earlier in the day in the Oval Office, another announcement that was also huge.
If we can get a beautiful area to resettle people permanently in nice homes and where they can be happy and not be shot, not be killed, not be knifed to death like what's happening in Gaza.
For so many, this new American president is saying the quiet, controversial stuff out loud. He is framing it as common sense.
Why would they want to return? The place has been hell.
For Palestinians, all this is a dark echo of their history of displacement. Whether Donald Trump is ignoring history, ignorant to it, or indifferent about it, he is the American president. Maybe it's all a negotiating ploy. Whichever it is, he is rewriting the rule book again, and this time with the future of Gaza at stake. Mark Stone, Sky News in Washington.